YouTube, you can't tell, but there's new elements to my house. I'll show you here in a second. I got new wood floors. You guys may remember me always complaining about the 90s pink carpet, and it's gone. So my room is usable now. It doesn't have that nasty carpet, and life is good. So today we have a really fun topic. I'm gonna go over and stress 3 main things that you may not have known about air guns or air rifles. And I'm also gonna address some questions that I've seen frequently in my air gun videos. So it's gonna be really fun. There's also gonna be some shooting of air guns involved. And because air guns have a particular word in them that is controversial on YouTube, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. It'll help it because it'll probably be demonetized, but you giving it a thumbs up really helps me out, so thank you for doing that. All right, and second of all, if you like what you see in any of these air guns, you can find out more info at airgundepot.com. I'll put the link in the description box, and I also have a very special code that gives you a discount. I'll put that here as well as in the description box. It helps me and supports me a ton. Thank you guys so much for the support. It means so much to me. Let's get started. We're gonna start with my favorite, my very favorite, and that is that you can shoot air guns in your backyard. And that is because you can look up, you can Google this for me. Are air guns real guns? And I'll tell you why this topic came about. I have a crazy neighbor that is a big problem, and we'll get into that another time. But she texts me and says that I am shooting guns in my backyard and there's gonna be some problems. And let me first of all tell you that luckily I've been spending a lot of summers in this small town before I moved here, and I've developed a good relationship with a lot of the deputies in the sheriff's department. And before I do anything, I call him up and I ask him if I can do what I'm about to do. So before I ever shot air guns in my backyard, I called a deputy up. I said, hey, I want to shoot air guns in my backyard. Is that okay? And he told me all about, yes, that's okay. That's actually a really safe way to take care of some pesky critters if you ever have a problem with them. For example, squirrels and chipmunks and rabbits getting into my chicken coop and causing hell in there. It's happened. Side note, I saw like the fattest squirrel I've ever seen yesterday sitting outside my chicken coop, and it's very clear he's been raiding my chicken feed. So we're gonna have to take care of him, if you know what I mean. Yes, you can shoot them in your backyard. So if you have a crazy neighbor like I do, tell her that it is your right, it is your freedom to shoot air guns in your backyard. Of course, always practice safety like I do. I always point them in directions where either I am landing at a target that will absorb the pellet, you know, some type of back wall, a hill, a tree, an actual target. Keep stuff like that in mind. Think about what you're shooting at and put on some safety goggles to protect yourself. Or sunglasses, that's what I do more often. So yes, you can shoot them in your backyard. It's a very safe way to take care of business in your backyard, and it's also just fun. Use your discretion on this. I do live in a very wide open space. I don't have any neighbors on top of me, luckily, so it is very safe for me to shoot them in my backyard. Just keep that in mind when you're passing it on in your neck of the woods. For example, if you live in an apartment building and your backyard is a balcony, I don't think that would be very safe. Interesting fact about air guns number 2. You can hunt with them. A lot of you guys know this because I've talked about it a lot in my videos, but I don't know if I've ever told you, one of the coolest things I've ever seen Airgun Depot post on their Instagram is that somebody harvested a bison with an air rifle. And that is so cool because bison are an amazingly gigantic animal, and it's pretty cool. Air guns sometimes have the reputation for being weaker, and it just goes to show you that there's a right caliber and a right air gun for every hunting method, every purpose, and they go all the way up to calibers that can take down bison. So that is pretty cool. That's interesting fact number 2. And lastly, interesting fact number 3, you guys have heard me talk about this as well. I personally think it is a great way to practice proper gun safety and gun handling. Now, what I mean by that is, let's talk about children, for example. I don't have kids, but if I did, I would start them on air rifles before I would start them on regular rifles. And the reason is there's a lot less stress and a lot less things that could go wrong. We've all seen those really sad videos or heard those really sad stories about things that can happen when kids are shooting guns, and a lot of it has to do with bad things happening with recoil. What's so cool about air rifles is no recoil at all. I think I'm finally used to that, because in the beginning I definitely anticipated, like, you know, but now I'm used to, and I really enjoy the fact that there's no recoil. It's really pleasant to shoot. It's really great for a kid. And side story, I don't think I've ever told you guys this, my cousin, who's never owned a gun in her life, actually messaged me about Airguns. This was a couple months ago, and had a new baby, wanted to have a firearm in the house now that they had a new baby to love and protect. And she asked me about air guns and if it would be a good way to get, you know, into gun handling and gun safety. And I said, absolutely. I know a lot of us are gun owners here and we can't relate, but I know, especially as a woman, so many people come to me and say, will you help me? Like, will you go to the range with me? Will you teach me everything? I've never shot a gun and I'm afraid. This is a great low stress way to get into that sort of thing. I can promise you that. All right, fam, those are the 3 interesting facts, and I want to go over a couple questions that I've seen a lot. One popular question I've seen recently: what would be your top pick for hunting? And this person specifically mentioned the Hatsan Flash Pup, which I was just holding, or the Benjamin Fortitude. I would say go with the Benjamin Fortitude, and here's why. It's a 22, it has that nice long barrel, it's really easy to aim with, and what I like about it, it's light. The Hatsan Flash Pup is quite a bit heavier, and me personally, when I'm out hunting, I want something light and easy to carry. 22 would be great for rabbits, squirrels, chipmunk, and I'm sure you could go bigger as well, but those are the things I like to use it for. Okay, question number 2. Are they easy to fill with air? I saw this on a recent YouTube video, and yes, they are very easy. And yes, I'm going to show you very soon how to actually do it. That'll be in one of my next YouTube videos. There's a couple different ways to do it. I'm going to compare them side by side, talk about pricing and all of that. So definitely stay tuned for that video. Okay, last and final question: which air gun that I have and that I've shown to you guys is my favorite? That is a tricky question because I love them all a lot and for different reasons. I will say that the Talon P carbine is fun because it has a silencer and it is so crazy quiet. It's just cool to see the difference it makes, and if you ever had to be stealthy, that would definitely be a great gun for that. The Benjamin Fortitude I love for hunting. The Hatsan Flash Pup I love because it's so accurate. I have a scope on it and it packs a good punch, so I also like that. And then lastly, I have the MP40, which is the full auto BB gun, and that one is super fun. Definitely gonna make a video with that one soon. That one likes warmer weather, and warmer weather is on the horizon. It's actually a beautiful day today, so definitely stay tuned for videos featuring that one. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you guys have any further airgun questions, drop them in the comment section and I will get to them in the next airgun video. I hope this helps with some of your questions that you've had so far. And like I said, if you guys want to shop your very own airguns from airgundepot.com, click the link in the description box, use my code to save some money, and get out there and enjoy your air rifles like I do. So much fun. Honestly, I shoot them a couple times a week. It's a blast and I really love them. Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you on the next video.
Now that